What's going on, ladies? I hope I'm live. I think I'm live. Yes, it does say live. This is the first time I do YouTube live. So we're going to get started right now. Let me turn on the IG live. Wanted to start this one a little bit quicker since the YouTube community is a little bit more active. Now, here's what we're going to go over today. We're going to go over the official play, extra analysis, and I'm going to go over one extra game that I might be taking that I did not cover in the YouTube today, along with that two giveaways. I'm going to do it in between this video. I'll announce it later on. In between this video, at some point, it's going to be either cash or jersey, depending on who wins. You guys will decide. And along with that, too, in the meantime, when I'm giving you guys the analysis, the plays, all this good stuff, go ahead and leave any questions you guys may have, and I'll answer them right away. Let me just turn on the IG live, and we'll be rolling. All right. IG is live. This is fucking pretty new to me, man. This is pretty new. I'm going to start off with this really quick for you guys. And it's the following. You got to start doing things that you don't want to do. I was trying to find any excuse to not do this because this is rather new, right? And it's a little bit uncomfortable if this is the first time you're doing this. And I was like, fuck it, man. You got to do what you got to do, right? And one thing that I learned today in Andy Frisella's podcast, and I'll get right to it right when I start this, is, dude, whenever your mind tells you not to do something that you know you should do it, get the fuck up and do it right away and override those emotions right away. Because if not, you're going to start stalling to not do it, to make excuses as to why you shouldn't do it. And I almost fell for that, but I didn't, guys. So let's talk about games. Let's talk about money. Early games. Houston got destroyed. Valdez didn't expect that coming. Seattle bullpen let them down big time. A game that I actually was considering because of their bullpen strength today, and that did not end up playing out. What's up, fellas? I got AG Live and YouTube Live. Now, I like two games for today. And one of the games is a game that I took yesterday, which was the Cubs. Got money and support lopsided for the Milwaukee Brewers. We're talking about 80% of the bets and 90% of the handle, yet that line hasn't flinched one bit. You look at Colin Reeve for the Cubs. He's a veteran on the mound. He's been doing good over his last three games, averaging 2 earned runs, 1 earned run, 1 earned run over the last 3 games. And now he's facing this Milwaukee Brewers team that he has stuff that can throw them off. Then you got on the flip side the Brewers pitcher, Mizurowski, right? The new stud, but this kid's vulnerable, guys. He's a rookie. He's going to be a stud. Do not get me wrong, but I'm willing to fade this guy, and the Cubs are starting to figure it out, especially after yesterday's 2 games. Yesterday, their biggest move was sitting down Kyle Tucker. It took them a long time to do that. Your best player getting seated, but he is a little bit injured, so I do believe that's a big portion as to why that happened. So Cubs is a game that I'm looking at right now. Angels is still a play for me, guys. That line is still at minus 135. Money and support is on the Cincinnati Reds. 59% of the bet, 60% of the handle. When you look at the run line on the plus 1.5, they're attracting lopsided action. Yet Vegas still has them at minus 135. For a team like LA that has righties that can hit people like pitchers like Martinez pretty well. That team, if you guys go look at the following, go to MLB.com, go to stats, and from stats, you're going to see the OPSs for teams. But you can actually look at the player section. And that player section, you can filter it for the last 7 days. Now, if you look at that, you'll see that the Angels have easily 5-6 players in the top of the MLB hitting list over the last 7 to 14 days. Nito being one of them, Trout being one of them, and a few others. I like this spot as a bounce-back game. They're 7 games behind the wild card spot, and today's an opportunity for them to not get swept and bounce back big time, guys. So main play, listen closely. Main play for those that are waiting for the play, and I am going to potentially be throwing an extra play, so stay tuned. Main play, Angels money line, and I'm taking this for $3,000. Now, some of you guys asked me a question Monday, hey, why'd you take Seattle for $3,000? And I'm explaining why. I work with 3 pillars. 3 pillars. The first one, statistically speaking, right? Over the last 7 days, who is leading? Right now, the Reds are leading a majority of the categories. But if every game we're looking at stats and picking a winner, guess what, guys? We'd all be fucking rich, but that's not the case. Every game has its own situations, right? So this one, statistically speaking, the Reds do lead the way. Now, line movements and money percentages, it's all over the Reds. The line movement is pushing towards the Angels in the situation, and you also got favorable trends. Kikuchi 5-2 at home, very similar to Boyd yesterday, which Boyd was 9-0 at home, a little bit of a better record, but nonetheless, this guy has an excellent record at home. He's a veteran, and to top it off, to make it a lot better, he is a lefty on the mound. A lefty that Cincinnati's been struggling against over the last 5 games, and majority of these teams struggle versus lefties. Unless you're a team like Toronto Blue Jays, Seattle Mariners, Yankees, then you're at the top. Now, here's a trap that a lot of you guys are going to fall for, and I personally am not going to be taking this game, but it happened yesterday. You got Tampa Bay versus the Yankees. All the money's on the Yankees, yet Tampa Bay is favored. Yesterday was the same situation. You had Tampa Bay pretty much sharp play, right? All the money was on the Yankees, yet the Yankees destroyed that team. And today I see a similar angle. Yes, Tampa Bay's favorite. Yes, they should be winning because all the money and support is on the Yankees. I wouldn't touch that game. I would stay away from that game, plain and simple. The Yankees are looking to bounce back from an atrocious run that they just had. And it's not worth backing that team right now, right? They're away. Sorry, the Tampa Bay Rays are at home, but they're pretty much down and out. Yankees are starting to find form. And after seeing what they did yesterday, I'm not too convinced to be able to take them. So I wouldn't fall for that trap. Main play, I'm looking at Angels. Secondary play, I'm looking at the Cubs. Those are the two plays, but the main play, Angels for $3,000, guys. Now, I'm going to answer a question here that I just had. Does the stat accurately represent Guardians throwing 2 games in a row? 2 games in a row, depending on what stats you're looking at. So it really comes down to looking at covers.com. If you're looking at what the pitchers did for the team, you go to covers.com and you look at the bullpen and you can see exactly what pitchers threw the day of, the day prior, or when they pitched over the last 10 days. So if that answers your question, hopefully it does. Go through covers.com and it's going to be very accessible there. Now, I told you guys I was going to do a giveaway, right? And this giveaway is happening right now in this moment. For those that are in here, we got 117 people here on Instagram, 200 people here on YouTube. So giveaway. I'm going to select 2 people. One's going to win $200. The other one's going to win a jersey. The jersey, whichever ones you decide. Now, how am I going to select this? Your mic static, bro. Damn, man, I apologize for that if it's static and you guys aren't listening to me too well. Static. Hopefully you guys can listen to me well. So here's the deal, because I'm going to have these chats available after this ends. To enter the giveaway, I want you guys to put your 3 best plays of the day. 3 best plays of the day. The person that comments this first and all 3 plays hit will get $200. The second person will get the jersey, and the jersey would be whatever they wanted. It can be LeBron James jersey. It can be whatever you guys want. And this live, I'm going to start doing it every single Wednesday. I want to start doing it in football season, especially seeing the turnout here. We got a good amount of you guys, and I want to start live betting during football season because that's money season 2 live bet. When NFL's around, we can actually make good money live betting. It's not going to be something that we're going to go bananas team. We're going to bet a small percentage. We're going to invest, not gamble, but there's an opportunity there. And I'm honestly can only do this when I do lives. Because if I send out a play live and the odds change, everybody's bitching. But if you're in the live, you're going to get the live plays. And this is going to start taking into effect when football starts. Not this weekend, most likely next weekend, because this weekend I do have some wedding stuff that I have to do. Let me ask you this. Fred, how do we get the 2025 MLB AI Analyzer data? DM me AI Analyzer, and I'll go ahead and send you the link for the AI Analyzer. The AI Analyzer, guys, you can get it for free. It's 7 days for free. You guys get access to all the data. And after that, if you guys want to continue paying the membership, it's $39.99 for the month, and it gets you every single data. What's the importance of having an AI Analyzer? You automate the stats that matter into your inbox every morning instead of having to look at the stats for every game through every single website. What if you had an AI Analyzer that actually provided these stats for you in hand every morning? It saves you time. It gives you more opportunities to analyze more games, and in turn, it's going to turn you guys a bigger profit later on. So AI Analyzer has been game changer, and as a matter of fact, we're working on a website. Instead of it being an AI Analyzer through school, it's going to be a website where you guys can go in, customize your stats, and it's something that we're working on right now. It's going to be probably live in the next few months, but it's going to be implemented for NFL and every other sport team. So everybody comment your top 3 plays of the day. Main play, if you got here just right now, Angels money line for $3,000. That is the play. You got Kikuchi on the mound, 5-2 at home. Money and support pretty much all over the Cincinnati Reds, yet the line has pushed in favor of the Angels. A great bounce back spot for this team. And personally speaking, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not a big fan of Nick Martinez for the Cincinnati Reds. And their bullpen, a little bit more gassed out today than the Angels bullpen, even though Mr. Jensen gave it up yesterday. And this guy's been balling, but he pretty much let the Angels down yesterday, guys. So every Wednesday I'll be doing this. Weekends I'll be doing this as well, guys. If you joined this live, I really appreciate you guys. I'm going to take some time and scroll through the chat and see if you guys have any questions, even though you guys are basically posting all your picks, which probably should have done this a little bit earlier. But if you guys have any questions, post them right now. I'll answer them really quick for you guys. But you guys are all posting the 3 main plays. Phillies. You can't put the Phillies. You got to play. The games have to start pretty much right after this in order for you to qualify for the giveaway. If you're putting the Phillies, if you're putting the Troy Tigers, I will not count you and just be automatically eliminated. So make sure you're doing that. Pick me, please. No, if you're asking me to pick me, it's not that I'm not going to pick you. It's going to be random. I'm not going to favorite anybody. It's going to be based on a computer, and somebody's going to pick it because I've gotten comments already that I'm picking the winners, and I don't care to pick people to win specifically. I just want somebody to win. I thought your YouTube videos today, you had Reds. No, bro. No. When did I have Reds? And if it seemed that way, I apologize. But at the very end, I talked about the Angels. Why the Angels team? The only thing that I said about the Reds was that they're 10-0 against the Angels over the last 10. That's the only cause for concern, and that's why it's a $3,000 play. But it wasn't the Reds; it was the Angels that I'm looking at, and it's the official play. So we'll wrap it up with this, and call it a day here, team. The stream was around 10 minutes long. Please do me a favor, because I want to make these better. I want to help you guys more. I want to make you guys money, but we're not going to force action just because we aren't live, right? It's going to happen naturally. But if you guys have any suggestions as to how we improve this, what you guys want to see more of, or any little detail that you guys want to see a little bit more of, just shoot me a message regarding it and I'll implement it. My idea, as a matter of fact, and this is going to be exciting for some of you guys, is actually to do these lives with other cappers as well. Cappers that I know, that are respected, and that are not bullshitters, more importantly. And that way we can cross opinions and you guys learn a little bit more from two experts rather than just one. For now, it's just going to be me. We'll let you guys know exactly when that's going to happen, guys. So YouTube, you guys did amazing, man. You guys had the biggest turnout. You guys' number is fantastic. Instagram, I think we peaked at around 150. Right now, sitting at around 100. You guys at 200. Love it. Love it. Let's continue growing, guys. Appreciate you guys for joining the live. And whoever wins, good luck to all of you guys. And we'll announce it right after tonight ends who won this. And remember, it's Instagram and YouTube live. So I'm going to factor both of these guys in. And you guys are welcome. I appreciate you guys. And that is it, guys. Let's win the day. Angels money line. Let's make it 8 and 2 over the last 10. And I'll catch you guys next week. But maybe we'll surprise with another live stream here in the next few days because I like this. This was cool. I like the excitement and the participation. You're welcome, Juan P. Thank you for everything you should do. Community, I definitely appreciate it. You got it, guys. Love you guys. Let's win the day. Invest, don't gamble. Act responsibly. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.